Hello, I'm Jerry McKee. Welcome to Prime Time. It's 7 o'clock Monday at the bell, but you didn't hear no bells this time. Our clocks done went by, but you'll hear them later on. Well, you're going to be having some great excitement in your life. You're going to learn about ice cream, and ice cream that's very low in calories, and it's good for you. It's healthy, and I get to taste some of it too. So anyway, you can watch me taste it. We're going to have Elise Ashby here. She's the executive director of the Robin Hood Group in South Carolina, and she's going to bring us some exciting things that she's doing around Union County, around the marketplaces, around the schools. She is a very busy lady, I tell you what, and she's got a green thumb. She's got to have a green thumb, I know. So we'll be back right after this commercial from our friends at Graham's Flowers.
Most important moments in your life. When you need to say congratulations, express gratitude, or say I love you. At Graham's Flowers, we deliver your deepest emotions. When you need more than just flowers, call Graham's Flowers your personal florist. At Graham's Flowers, customer satisfaction is guaranteed. Visit us at 208 East Main Street in Union, South Carolina, or call us at 864-427-2454.
Okay, we're back, and that was our friends at Graham's Flowers. They have some beautiful things there, and I tell you what, I'm looking at some beautiful things here, some ice cream and stuff. And let me flick the camera over here to Elise, and hold on a second, let me put her name up there too, that way you know. I put you in green this time because you got a green thumb.
Okie dokie.
Elise Ashby, you're involved with a lot of produce and a lot of marketing, food markets, especially here in Union. And do you have a background in farming? What is a little bit of your background there, or just is something you love?
Well, no, I don't. When I moved to Union 8 years ago, I was working with the farmers. I was the chair of the Ag and Art Tour. And so I got to meet a lot of the farmers, got to go to their sites, and see a lot of agriculture around the state. And I asked the farmers in Union, at that time there were just 4 of them at the farmers market. And I told them that I would love to manage the market, and in doing so I would help them make more money. I would grow the market, I would grow this field in Union County. Well, lo and behold, I got into that. They said, sure, we're not paying you. I said, that's okay. They give me all the produce I need. But what I did was I grew that, get the pun in there, I grew that from Union County to across the state. And we'll talk about later, but I am the board president for the Association of Farmers Markets.
Right, I see that. And
Yes.
Also the Food Access and Insecurity. Right?
Yes, I am on the South Carolina Food Policy Council, and I serve on the Food Access Subcommittee and on the one for racial parity across the state for the farmers in this state. So it's pretty cool that
Right.
I affect farmers not just in Union County, but across the state. I was also on the Farmers Market Coalition Board for a couple of years, and that is the national organization that represents farmers markets. So I have touched farmers markets and farmers not just in Union, not just across the state, but across the country.
Well, and then you're like strengthening nutrition assistant programs, your health and education subcommittees you're on.
Yes.
The South Carolina Food Policy Council. And so you're really busy lady.
Thank you.
What is this? I know it's like 2018. You had Old English districts, and you
Yes.
A and G. Tell me
I
about
was, in 2018, I had been the chair of the Ag and Art Tour for Union County for 2 years by then. And 18 was our 3rd year, or was my 3rd year as chair. And I was named not just me, but Union County Ag and Art Tour was named Attraction of the Year. By then, we had brought in people from over 33 different zip codes. We had over 1,000 people every year to come to Union County to check out our farm sites, to check out our vendors, to check out our auxiliary sites. So it was great. It was a great opportunity to showcase Union.
Well, I got to ask this question here too. Robin Hood Group, where did it come from? I mean, I'm thinking Robin Hood and his merry men dancing around in the forest,
Well, that's kind of what we did. The Robin Hood Group was actually founded in 2001 in Washington, D.C., around my dining room table. And my friends and I, who all had these great jobs, we all worked for a variety of places, we wanted to do more for our community. We wanted to help improve the quality of life and improve access to information and education for students and for faith-based organizations and for communities. And so we were sitting around having dinner, me and some friends, and said, hey, let's start a nonprofit. Let's do something that we can manage, that we can have control over. And so we started the Robin Hood Group. Fast forward to 2015 when I moved here, I couldn't find a job. I couldn't get employed. A lot of times I was told I had too much experience, and my Yankee accent kind of deterred people from hiring me. I was told I talked too fast. So in 2016, I decided to reinstate the Robin Hood Group down here. I talked to the board and said, hey, I want to do this. What do you think? And they were like, okay, sure, go ahead. So meaning me, I started writing grants. Excuse me.
Now you're advocating for small farmers and local agricultures. Robin Hood Group, it provides capacity building,
Yes.
institutional strengthening, and technical assistance for income generation to farmers and ag business owners.
Yes.
So it seems like a lot of things, just more than just growing tomatoes and corn, right?
Yes, absolutely.
You can also call this number 864-441-9382 if you have any questions. You can give a call and ask Elise. Don't ask me because I'm not a farmer.
So one of the first grants that we were awarded was to create the manual, the Green Cross manual. And so in that manual, it is written to teach people how to start a business, how to grow their agricultural business. It's everything from a farmer to someone who makes a value-added product like Frugelet. Right. It helps those who want to grow beyond just being at a farmer's market. So It teaches them about pricing and marketing and all the good stuff that you need.
Do you find out when you first imagine this and you're really going providing this information and education here, do you find out some of the farmers or someone was at the farmer's market really didn't know how to either price or how to kind of work their product? Because they're farmers, they know how to grow it, they know how to get it there, but it's a lot of technical stuff that goes in behind that.
Yes, and that's still going on today. A lot of the farmers, just as they say, they just do this for the fun of it. They go to the farmer's market just to have that social interaction, but you're making money, and if you want to make more money, you have to be a little bit more creative. One of the things that I started doing was doing cooking demonstrations at the farmer's market. I would go around to the farmers and pick up stuff and then go to my little stovetop grill and just work my magic. It was really a lot of fun. And just had people come and taste stuff. And they're like, oh, where'd you get that from? So I got it from this farmer, I got that from that farmer. And people would go and buy.
I found out a good way to shuck corn.
Oh,
If I'm going to eat it right then, I just put the shuck and put the corn with the shuck and everything in it in the microwave. Put it in there for several minutes and come back out and I squeeze it. It comes out.
Oh.
No hair.
oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't do it often, but 'cause I don't cook.
But
I got a wife that cooks. Now, not only are you teaching farmers, I notice you give some skills to veterans, ex-offenders, and at-risk youth. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, one of the first programs that we did was to put a garden at Sims Middle School. And so that was to help the kids or encourage the kids to enjoy gardening. We also looked at the programs that support ex-offenders and veterans. So they could come down to the market and we could chit-chat, or they could do one of the classes that we had. We would do classes over at the library. And it was just to teach them about gardening and about running a business, because sometimes it's really hard for them to find jobs.
Right.
A lot of them have land, or they have access to land, and so they can grow. Then they come to the market and sell, and we help them improve that from just growing to more markets than just the farmers market.
Right, and I know sometimes veterans got PTSD or have some trouble, something like that, and working with their hands and doing things to grow things. It really it's
therapeutic.
Therapeutic.
Yes.
That's what I was trying to get at.
Yes.
And ex-offenders coming out, because most time people think, oh well, they shun them and thing. Because I've worked on that side of the board before, and they just feel, even when they get out, they feel less because of people's rejection. And with this, I think it shows them that someone cares and you can do something with your life, and you can do these things here. And people seem to like when you sit here and you got selling a whole bushel of corn or stuff like that, and you see people buying it. I mean, it's got to be excitement in there.
Yes, and it's rewarding. I mean, when you grow something, now I don't have a green thumb, but I do grow things.
You grow markets.
I grow markets, but I also grow a little produce. One thing I'm really good at growing are peppers. Another is lemon cucumbers. And so I take them to the market and I let people taste them, and I encourage the farmers to grow different things so that people have a variety of things. I grow green and yellow and purple string beans, and they look pretty on a plate. One of our first
Do they taste different?
No, I don't think so. But one of our first programs was our garden at the library, and that was called Grow the Rainbow. So it was to grow different produce in different colors. So we had a variety of colors of peppers, of string beans, of cucumbers, and it was fun to take those things to the schools and let the kids see them, and let them see tomatoes in different colors and peppers and all these things.
Yeah, because they, especially kids, they probably think, well, tomato is red only, when you got some purple ones.
Right.
Now, do you get to see the kids' faces when they plant that seed, and they're like me, I'm very anxious. I want something to grow real quick.
Yes.
And but when you see it developing and growing, it in a little kid's face, it's got to be fantastic.
It is.
Especially when they grow something big.
Yes, like a watermelon.
Oh, yes.
Yes. One year, Mr. Jackson, Cleveland Jackson, had given me a tray of tomato plants and of watermelon plants. And I went down Main Street asking people if they wanted a plant. Now, some people thought I was a little crazy. But I went into Ellie Bell, and as folks came in, I said, hey, would you like a plant? It's free. Just grow it. Tell me what happens. And I tell you, to this day, people are still coming and say, hey, I grew something. I made something grow. It was great. It was so cool. You got any more?
Well, that is so, and it's not only just kids that gets excited; it's adults.
Right. Oh, yes.
Myself, I don't plant a garden because I figure I can run down the street to the marketplace and get some produce. But to watch it grow, even myself, even flowers, stuff like that, I like watching it and see what it's going to do. And do you do any I call it crossbreeding?
No, but I am working on that right now. Someone suggested that I put tomatoes and peppers together. And so I'm growing some tomatoes and peppers to see if the pepper will change shape or the tomato will get a little spicy.
Well, that might be pretty good. People
So,
that love tomatoes, they
Right.
get a little spicy there.
Yes.
And now, RobinHood Group helps individuals establish businesses and non-profits.
Yes, that was our original mission when we started in DC. That was to help organizations and individuals start nonprofits, start businesses, start something that they felt was rewarding to them. So we taught business plan writing, we taught grant writing, we taught all the things that help folks grow their business.
All right. Well, we're going to go to the commercial here in just a second. You're listening to Elise Ashby, and she's telling you all about some farm stuff, and we'll give you some information there. And later on in the program, I get to taste ice cream. And I'm going to bring Edna on. Edna's actually going to be on the show here to taste the other type of ice cream that I don't eat. But it's not ice cream. It's something different. So we're going to come back and let her tell us a little bit about the RobinHood Group that developed the Green Cross. So we'll find out what that is here in just a minute. So just hold on just a second, and we'll let me get right back with us. I got to do a click or two.
For the most important moments in your life, when you need to say congratulations, express gratitude, or say I love you. At Graham's Flowers, we deliver your deepest emotions. When you need more than just flowers, call Graham's Flowers your personal florist. At Graham's Flowers, customer satisfaction is guaranteed. Visit us at 208 East Main Street in Union, South Carolina, or call us at 864-427-2454.
All right, we're back, and we are talking to Elise Ashby, Executive Director of RobinHood Group. And no, it's not Robin Hood and the Merry Men, but they do get merry because they have a lot of good things going on and a lot of good eats right here. And tell us a little bit about the RobinHood Group that developed the Green Cross.
The Green Cross manual is the manual that we developed to help individuals and adults, children, the veterans, the ex-offenders, the disadvantaged, the at-risk youth, garden and create a business and to learn how to grow that. I like the word grow. To grow from just planting something to something so much more.
This program was funded back from the USDA in 2017.
Yes.
So they've seen a need there. And people don't realize grants just don't hand out to you. You got to work for those. You got a lot of paperwork. You got a lot of dots and T's to cross. And
Yes.
it's really very, very strenuous to do. But once you get it done and they look at it and say, hey, you know what, this will be a worthwhile product and to do. Now, also the RobinHood Group created the Past and Future History of Food in Union County.
Yes, that was right before and during COVID, which made it really interesting to develop. It was supposed to be a manual that was done by the kids at Sims Middle School. They were supposed to do a family history. do a family tree, and do some recipes from their family. Well, when COVID hit, it was kind of hard, so we opened it up to the wider population, and I think that turned out to be pretty good in that we have stories from across Union County now. There are stories about some of the churches here. There are recipes from people all across the county. There's a story about the dog in Goshen Hills.
Yes. I've
There,
been there.
the ghost dog.
The ghost dog.
Yes, there's a story about Rose Hill. There's stories about there's stories and recipes from Peggy over at the Meriden.
Yes, Peggy Waller.
Yes, so there are a bunch of different stories about a bunch of different things in Union County.
Well, that's really a great idea by having the history through favorite family dishes. I mean, and recipes. Ed and I actually printed and typed up all the recipes for the Carlisle ladies.
Okay.
And they had a huge cookbook, and this was before we got a hold of it. It had been going on for years and years and years, and never had been published until we got it and took on that project. But some of the recipes went way back, and that's again food telling a story about our history.
Yes, we have a couple from the L.W. Longman, the hospital, and the people who used to bring food in because the kitchen was smaller than to make a whole lot of meals.
Right.
And people had different tastes, and they needed different food items. So people would bring in meals, and so we have some of those recipes as well.
Wow. Even with the old jail from years ago, they had a garden out that kind of helped supplement some of the food and stuff for the prisoners, and then they kind of Miss Hunter kind of got me with that right there, and where she interviewed a gentleman that actually his dad was a sheriff, and he lived.
Okay.
They had to live in the jail. The families did.
Oh.
And so they had the garden, and also, and now is there a place that they look at this? They can look at this history.
Yes, we have a copy at the museum. We have a copy at the library. Where else? There is a copy at Sims. I believe we have one at each of the schools. But if not, I will make sure we do.
Is it something that individuals can purchase?
We didn't put a price on it. It was just something that we did that we were going to distribute. So I guess I'd have to think of a price.
Right, and I don't know how many recipes are
It's I think overall it's about 50 pages, and maybe half of them are recipes.
Wow.
So a good number.
Have you tried some of the recipes?
I have indeed. I am quite happy with them.
Right, and I'll see that the support came from the union, from the South Carolina Humanities.
Yes.
In 2019 when it came in, and I love to say we are excited to share.
Yes.
And let's tell people how they can go on your website.
Okay. The Robin Hood Group's website is RobinHoodGroup.USA.org.
There you go. And we're going to put that link in there, too, so that all they got to do is click on it, copy and paste. We're going to make it easy for you people,
Okay.
We're going to do that. Now, there's a local incentives support group, LISC?
LISC, yes.
LISC.
Yes. We received one of the, 10 grants that LISC funded. What was that, last year? This year, actually. That was really, really one of the coolest things that happened this year. That came about, someone recommended us. Someone recommended the Robin Hood Group, right? And so they called me and said, hey, we hear you need some money. I'm like, yes, I do. And so give us a budget. Tell us what you need it for. I'm like, are you for real? They were like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I'll have it to you in the morning. So I was quite happy with that. That happened a couple of times this year. So I guess that our good work is literally being paid off, paying off.
It is, and with that right there, you want the funding to create a commercial kitchen.
Yes.
In Union.
Yes.
And to grow your nonprofit staff.
Yes. So we're doing this. We're doing the latter part. We have a little more staff. The commercial kitchen. The Robin Hood Group owns a piece of land in the city, and so we're looking at putting a freight car, one of the containers, on that property that has been upfitted to be a commercial kitchen. So we're working with a group in Washington, D.C. to get that done. If they come in with a great bid, then we'll get that. Otherwise, we were donated some space in a building owned by another nonprofit, and we're going to put the kitchen there if that price comes in better.
Oh, that'd be great, because you're wanting also to create more community gardens.
Yes.
So that fresh fruit and vegetables will just be a step away from your home, right?
Right, absolutely. And it will be an opportunity to hire more people. I mean, we have a lot of youth here in the county that aren't going to college, that aren't getting jobs at McDonald's, that aren't working for any of the industries. But maybe they might want to start with an organization and then learn and then create their own business.
Right. They might see a plot of land that they want to purchase or something like that, and that's great. Now, most people think, says, you know what, this fruit and vegetables, we can only get this during the summertime or springtime, and the rest of the winter we just sit around when the sun goes down and do nothing. What are some of the things you got in mind at some of these sites?
Well, one of the best things is the 7 gardens that we're putting in. We received a grant which was another one of those that said, hey, we understand that you do a lot of work with agriculture. Would you like some money to put in some gardens? And again, I was like,
yes.
Okay, absolutely. So we're putting in 7 gardens around the county. We did 3 this year, and we'll do 4 more next year. And these gardens have a greenhouse, and they have a 16 by 24 foot greenhouse. They're fabulous. If you want to see them, go over to the Union County Carnegie Library. There's one over there. And one of the best parts about this is that the garden boxes were made by the high school woodshop class. So the class made 7 boxes for us this year, and then they'll do the boxes for the 4 next year.
Wow.
So yeah.
That's great, because the community is really involved with this too. They're really helping with this too.
Yes.
And wanting to see it grow like it. And I had no idea until tonight of some of these things that's going on right here. It's really great. And one of the great things that's going on, Frugelé.
Frugelé, yes.
Let's talk a little bit about that.
Okay.
And it's more than ice cream.
What
a logo, you know.
I love that. Yes. Yes. So Frugelé started, it's a program of the Robin Hood Group, and we started as a cooking demonstration at the market. One year, it was so hot, and so I decided to make ice cream. I saw where okra and strawberries had been blended together and made an ice cream. Well, we didn't have any farmers that grew strawberries. So I got blueberries from Mr. Cleveland Jackson. I got some okra from Mr. Harry Jeter, and went in the kitchen and tinkered with some stuff and created something. I took it to the market and people loved it. So I was like, The next week I did it again, a couple different items, a fruit and a vegetable, blended them together, made something else. I said, okay, people loved it. So that winter I wrote a grant to USDA. Again, I love USDA.
Yes.
So they are my favorite. And ironically, we were the only organization to apply for the funds. So they gave us all of them.
Oh, great. That's in
Right.
That was in 2020, correct?
That was in 2020.
Wow, that is
So
great.
we we used a commercial kitchen in Chester. We did everything to license it and make it legal so that we could sell it at some point. It wasn't really about the selling, it was about teaching kids about agriculture and about entrepreneurship, about marketing something. So we had to create lovely flyers like the one in front of you.
Yes.
We had to create logos like the one on my shirt or on the flyer, packaging and everything. So kids had to learn all of these fun things that are outside of growing fruits and vegetables.
Right. Well, we're going to get right back
Okay.
in just a moment here again. We're getting to the exciting part, and we're going to come back, and you're going to be amazed what the calories are here. I was amazed with it too, and we're going to have to, because you're thinking vegetables and fruit together. Oh my goodness! Anyway. Let's go with Graham's Flowers. It's making me hungry because we're coming up on that tasting test. We'll be right back right after this.
For the most important moments in your life, when you need to say congratulations, express gratitude, or say I love you. At Graham's Flowers, we deliver your deepest emotions. When you need more than just flowers, call Graham's Flowers your personal florist. At Graham's Flowers, customer satisfaction is guaranteed. Visit us at 208 East Main Street in Union, South Carolina, or call us at 864-427-2454.
All right, we're back, and I'll tell you, if you want to give a call and ask any questions, just call 864-441-9382, and we're talking to Elise Ashby and learning some great things from her. Now, we were talking about Frugelet. That just sounds so French. I love the name.
Thank you.
And now, how many calories in this ice cream? Because, some people will sit down and eat a whole bucket of ice cream and really get, and does it taste just like ice cream?
Well, okay, first, depending on the flavor, the Frugelet has less than 100 calories. Do they taste like ice cream? No. Frugelet is completely different. It's more than ice cream, as the slogan says.
It is frozen, correct?
It is frozen. It is a frozen treat. It is made with fresh produce. So there is a fruit and a vegetable in each flavor.
Now, is this something that we probably can eventually sometime or another see it on our shelves in supermarkets?
Well, yes, hopefully. That is one of the reasons why we want the commercial kitchen, so that we can apply for our wholesale license. Right now we have our retail license, so we can sell directly to customers. The wholesale license will allow us to sell to a middleman who will sell it to a grocery store, which will then sell it to a person.
Right.
But I really want our own commercial kitchen before we do that. We could get a temporary wholesale license at the commercial kitchen in Chester, but I really don't want to do that. I'd like to have our own space.
Right. Now, what are some of the prices that they can purchase these, and where can they purchase?
Okay, so this year we were at several of the Ag and Art Tour counties in the state. We did 3 counties this year. We did Richland, Chester, and Newberry counties. Just Saturday and Friday, we were in Sumter on Friday, and Kershaw County Farmers Market in Camden on Saturday. And of course, at the Union County Farm and Craft Market.
Right, and we want you to come there.
Yes, please.
Yes, we want you to come there and not only get some great Frugelet, but some great produce.
Absolutely.
And now, when people come there, they can actually get other things at the
At the
farmer's
farm?
market.
Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. We have bakers. We have crafters. We have artisans. We have, of course, farmers. We have people who can produce. So we have pickled stuff. We have pickled vegetables. We have jams. We have jellies. We have
It's kind of like a
It's a
farmer's
market.
supermarket.
It's the best. It is one of the best places to go for something locally made, something locally grown, something locally developed.
Yeah. So people in Union, you say you have no place to go, and you know to go to. A lot of people go to the fresh market out of town, and here's a fresh market in town.
We have a fresh market right here, and the things are locally grown.
That's it. That's a good thing locally here.
And did you know that Union County has some of the best locally grown tomatoes? Now, I'm not a fan of tomatoes,
Me neither. Wife is. She loves them.
but Union County has some of the best.
Yeah. Now, tell me a little bit about Food Share Union.
Food Share is one of our programs. It's one of our newer programs. We just made 2 years, actually, last week. So we've been doing Food Share for 2 years now. And Food Share is a program where you can purchase fresh produce year-round. So when you asked about where can you get some produce, well, in those 7 hoop houses, in those 7 greenhouses, farmers will be able to use those spaces and grow things like tomatoes year-round. In addition, we have farmers who grow different items, different fruits and vegetables throughout the year. Of course, we have pecan trees, we have figs, we have a bunch of different things that are grown here all throughout the year. So, Food Share, through that, another way we help our local farmers,
Right.
and increase their income, increase their profits, is that we purchase from our local farmers. We also purchase from the regional vendor, so like bananas, apples, oranges, things that we don't grow here.
Right.
We buy those from our local vendor, and then those things we supplement from our local farmers.
Okay. Now, Food Share Union also responds to hunger in our community.
Yes.
By creating access to fresh, locally grown, affordable food and promoting healthy eating habits because, you know, ourselves, we like to get out of that healthy stuff and eat some of the other stuff that's not so healthy. But the Food Share kind of in Union develops like a cooking, literary skills, and kind of enhances the life in quality of life, and I think it's pretty neat because you're supporting agriculture community plus you're supporting healthy lifestyle.
Yes. Our boxes are quite economical too. Our small box is $20. If you have EBT, it's only $5. And that's because Healthy Bucks, which is a state program, they provide the additional $15. Our large boxes are $25 or $10 with EBT. And you get a variety of fresh produce. Our last box had, oh my gosh, I think over 18 different pieces of produce. Well, different produce.
Right.
Different fruits, different vegetables.
Well, and that helps the community that sometimes struggles with
Yes.
with
Food
things,
insecurity,
food.
yes.
Right.
And we provide a recipe, a healthy, delicious recipe with each box. We have a program now with the hospital where we are providing boxes to patients with diabetes or who are pre-diabetic.
Oh, okay.
If they go to the hospital, and this is with the Union Medical Center, if they go to the hospital and ask their doctor to refer them to the program, they get free fresh produce boxes until
Wow.
the end of the year.
Well, that is great.
Yeah.
Man, that's real good. Now, the Robin Hood Group has grown in Union.
Yes.
And where it really started out like from 4 farmers, and now I understand you got like 21 vendors or more?
Yes, the farmers market we started with 4 farmers. Most of those farmers are still with us. We lost a couple during COVID. But yes, we have grown the market to over 21 vendors.
Wow. And so you got 4 new younger farmers.
Yes, we have younger farmers, which is cool. A couple of them are veterans.
Wow.
So the PTSD that you spoke of earlier, that they have said repeatedly that farming and gardening has helped them with calming that noise in their heads.
Great.
Yes, so
Great.
That's pretty cool.
Therapeutic again.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And one rancher?
We had a rancher. We've had a couple different ranchers at a couple different times. We don't have one right now, as the poultry and the meats aren't coming in, and processors are hard to find, so
Right.
we don't have one right now.
Okay. And some artisans, some bakers, soap,
Yes.
potteries, and
Yes.
jewelry makers and artists.
Yes. Well, during the hot summer months, the soap makers and the jewelers aren't out there because the hot weather.
Right.
It will melt the soap, and right now it's been so hot that we have melted stuff out there.
It melts metal.
Right. We've had candle makers, and so they don't come out until the weather gets a little cooler.
Okay. Now, the market is open Monday through Saturday.
From 8 a.m. until noon, and the market is located right in front of the YMCA. If you're going down Main Street, you will see those beautifully bright colored stalls up on the hill. And one of the cool part about that is that the high school art students painted those for us.
Oh, great. And you got a big banner out there, too?
We have a big banner out there. We're going to get a new banner because we have a new logo. So look for our new banner soon.
Yeah, and you are the manager of the marketplace, and most of the time you're there on Saturdays, right?
Well, not too much anymore because we have a new market manager.
Okay.
So that she has also, not only has Dilly become the market manager, she is also our camp counselor. We have a camp. We have a summer camp this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we're teaching kids about gardening, elementary kids now, about gardening, about cleaning produce, preparing it, making different things, healthy eating. They're going to be canning. They're going to make jam, so it's going to be really kind of cool. And then they're going to sell it, so they're going to have to go through the whole process of creating some labels and marketing their product.
Man, I need to come to that camp. That sounds like so much fun there.
Well, they have a couple more things. They're also learning Spanish and sign language.
Wow. That's even better.
And this is a free camp that we are doing until the end of the summer for the kids.
What's the age group?
They're elementary school age.
Okay, I didn't know if you had an age.
No, we actually have a wait list. We decided to do this in April, so planning was quick. Funding was non-existent, so I've been writing grants to get to get those things covered. But it's rewarding, and the kids love it.
Wow, I guess so. Sitting there to learn how to plant, put the food together, make the food, eat the food.
Right.
Wow, that's great.
And sell it.
and sell it. Now, you have EPT, or Snapping Healthy Bucks.
Yes.
Transactions and cooking demonstrations out there. And, of course, you got youth activities, special events. You got the farm and craft market there. And you got any special events that's coming up anytime soon?
Thank you for asking. Yes, indeed. The first full week of August, that will be August 6th through 12th, that is National Farmers Market Week. And so we will have a bunch of different activities. On the Sunday, August 6th, we will have a brunch. So the bakers will make some quiche or make some items for people. We will do a little buffet so that you pay one price, you get food, you get fresh produce, you get pickled produce, you get a whole bunch of stuff, baked goods, and you'll get some mocktails.
Wow.
And then we will, of course, have our International Day on the Saturday. We'll have music, we'll have entertainment. I'm thinking about a karaoke contest.
Oh, that'd be
I think
neat.
that'd be fun. Yeah, have folks come out and sing and hang out. And then in October, we have Farm to School Month. So we will be going around to different schools and talking to kids about agriculture.
Wow. I tell you what, you've got a lot of things coming up.
Yes.
And we're going to take a little break right here where we can get to the fun part, eating ice cream.
Yay!
Well, we're going to get ready to do that right there. And you've been stay tuned. Hearing all this great stuff here. So we'll be right back after this message right here and taste some ice cream. And you'll see Edna Sue on here. Yes.
For the most important moments in your life, when you need to say congratulations, express gratitude, or say I love you. At Graham's Flowers, we deliver your deepest emotions. When you need more than just flowers, call Graham's Flowers your personal florist. At Graham's Flowers, customer satisfaction is guaranteed. Visit us at 208 East Main Street in Union, South Carolina, or call us at 864-427-2454.
All right, we back on. Let me throw some headphones on right here. We getting ready to taste some great
Okay,
gelée.
so this is our first flavor. This is the blueberry.
Blueberry? All right. Taste that, Edna. Oh, go ahead.
Go first.
Everybody don't know that's Edna Sue right here in the center. Okay, let's see.
Blueberry, just plain blueberry.
Yes, that's good. I like that. That's got a good flavor to it.
Thank you. This was our first flavor.
Ah, yeah, it's good.
And if you like fresh blueberries, this is amazing. It tastes like fresh blueberries.
Yeah, Southern blueberry.
Southern blueberry.
Blue, B-L-U-E-E-R-R-Y. Plain old names.
And you never taste the okra.
Okra's in that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Edna, you got to taste it.
Your favorite vegetable.
Wait a minute, was okra in that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
In that blueberry right there?
Guaranteed.
You know what? I ate that whole, and I'd have never known that.
And see, now you still have to eat it because it was still delicious.
Yes.
This is our pink fig.
Pink fig.
Pink fig. Hey, brother-in-law, figs. You said they're sandy and all? We're going to try this.
Inside joke.
Okay.
It's good. It's kind of a different taste. How you like, Edna?
So far, the blueberries.
Blueberries, it?
Yes.
It might be because you don't like beets. Do you
I
like
love
beets?
Beets in that?
Yes.
I don't like beets. Well, see, that's two items I don't like that I'm just
Okay.
now eating. So,
This is our... Oh, that is wide-eyed plum.
Wide-eyed plum.
let's see, I love all types of fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He got a big bite of it. Did you leave me any?
It's kind of like a sweet tart. Like,
Because plums are a sweet tart.
yeah. That's real good.
Thank you.
I love the blueberry.
And
My favorite.
see? And carrots.
Carrots. Now, see, I eat carrots some, but that don't taste like no carrots in it. And what didn't taste like okra in that either.
I know.
See there? I can just go around and brag people, I ate okra.
See? And this is our mango.
Now, see, she tells you one side of it within it,
Of course.
and after I eat it, she's telling me the other side.
Because you have to tell me that you like it. You're trying to find that vegetable now.
No, I'm trying to see what the taste. What does it taste like? Kind of
I don't know.
Peas.
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 Mango and peas.
Okay.
Ice cream.
Well, it's still good. I mean, it's
Fruit gelée. More than ice cream.
What's your
more
favorite?
than ice cream.
favorite?
Yeah, we're going to have to make a commercial on that for you.
I know which one's your favorite. The blueberry.
Oh yeah, blueberry is, but all of them taste real good. That's
That's the blueberry.
That's the blueberry.
yeah, it's just
This one is
That's the plum.
fig.
The plum.
Plum.
Oh, you want the fig?
yes.
Very good.
Thank you, thank you.
There's the fig.
Yeah, the figs are good too. It's just well, I think my brother just don't like the texture of figs. When we talk about fig Newtons, he goes, they
Yes.
like sand.
As someone said, the seeds.
Figs and beets.
Well, now you can never say that I didn't eat
The
okra
beets give
and
it that
beets.
purple color, right?
Yes.
I'm trying to see if I could taste the beets in it, but I can just a little bit, but not
Not a whole lot.
a whole lot like that. Now, this is good. I'm going to have to go there.
He'll be coming to the farmer's market.
Yeah, now you have now we tasted the southern blueberry, and we tasted this. We haven't tasted the summer peach.
No.
Now tell me what's in the summer peach beside peaches.
Summer squash.
Okay.
Each of the names is to like play on the vegetable.
Okay.
So the wide-eyed plum, the wide-eyed part, because eyes, carrots.
Carrots. Oh, okay.
Yes.
The red cantaloupe, tomatoes,
Yep.
and the peppers, hot grape.
Yes.
Native pumpkin. That's got me.
Native pumpkin is the pumpkin, and butternut squash.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
Now morning strawberries.
Kale.
Kale? Kale. I wonder how that tastes.
Tart greens.
Yeah, we're going to have to buy some of these right here.
Oh, yes.
To get the whole effect. I know the. I'm going to have to try the grape. Now, is it? Well,
It's a little. The spicy hits you afterwards. So this is a scoop. This is a 5-ounce serving,
okay.
and this is for most ice creams. This is like 200, 170, 200 calories. For us, this is 80,
Wow.
and it's just as full. But because you're getting more fruits and vegetables, you're not getting as much dairy. You're not getting as much fat. You're not getting as much sugar.
So people that's lactose intolerant.
We have a vegan option.
Yeah, it's
We use oat milk for our vegan option.
okay. Now, is milk added to this?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But we don't use a lot because that's a background.
Right.
That's a backup dancer. The singers are the fruits and the vegetables.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
And just, I mean, it's very, very healthy.
Yes.
that's the great thing.
And they taste good.
And they do, and I'm just really surprised. I'm glad you didn't tell me ahead of time because my mind would go to that
Right.
one that I don't like. And right now, you probably with the tomatoes ones, the red cantaloupe. Do you eat that?
I love it.
Yeah.
It is, as I was saying earlier, before we got on, is so refreshing. I mean, you know how a cold cantaloupe is in the summertime?
Yes.
That's what it tastes like. It's so refreshing.
We're going to have to get several of these in when we have our family dinner, and just pass around that people
Yes.
sample them. Yes. Because we got some picky eaters, including myself and our family, that don't eat. And because we talked about this, didn't we, with some of our kids about you coming on and about the ice cream, and said, well, it's got okra in this right here. Okra ice cream.
Right.
All the
Oh,
vegetables that you blend with these creams, he will not eat.
See, if you don't tell, no one ever knows.
No,
Nope.
you would never know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, too late. They told 'em.
See, we just told a whole bunch of folks.
Right. Well, see, what we do is just mix it up. We'll buy an empty.
No, you just
Container out.
well. See, the names don't give away the vegetable.
Yeah. Now, does it I know it's got your logo on there.
No, we don't have our logo. This was our first again with marketing. We have Frugelé on here,
Right.
so we don't have our logo. We don't have the ice cream thinking it's ice cream and a vegetable.
Right.
So on our next containers, we did put the logo.
Well, I just wondered, like some of these healthy foods, restaurants, places that that sell some of these things like it would probably. I mean, to me, that would be something like, oh gosh, I got to have this in my store, in my restaurant, and I think people would go crazy over it.
Commercial kitchen, wholesale license.
Yeah.
So as soon as we get our as soon as we get our commercial kitchen and we get our wholesale license, we will be all over that.
Yeah, and you know, now we'll get some shout outs to some of the grant givers like Whole Kids Foundation.
Yes, that was one of our first community or school gardens.
Okay. And South Carolina Association for Community Economic Development.
Another one of our school gardens.
And South Carolina Office of Rural Health.
Our garden at the library.
And through this grant here, it looks like you've installed 7 gardens throughout Union County.
We will do that, and that is with USDA NRCS. So we will have 7 gardens by the end of next year.
I noticed you're going to have one at Sims Middle School.
Yes.
That's our daughter who teaches that.
Okay.
Jonesville Community.
Yes, we are. They are working on a park, and so we'll have a garden over there.
Okay. And Lockhart Community.
They are still working on where they want to put it. Lockhart is kind of hard because we have to find water. We have to have water access because we don't want to take a hose 300 feet.
Exactly. Now, Renaissance Park, I think Carlisle and Santuckness is already established, right?
Yes, we did that one this year. And Renaissance Park is being renovated. So the garden is one of the additions to the new park.
Oh, great. Of course, Union County Carnegie Hall.
Carnegie Library. Yes.
Hall.
Yes. So we just expanded the garden that we had there initially. So we now have a greenhouse. We have the boxes that I talked about that were done by the woodshop class at the high school.
Now, some of these gardens right here, can community come by and just look?
Everybody, you can do more than look. You can go and take the produce. You can take it home and cook it, enjoy it. If you want to work in the gardens, just let me know. But all of the produce the first year is free to the public. What I'm thinking is that because of who I am and being Robin Hood, we're going to always have it as free produce for the communities.
Okay. And then you got an experimental garden?
Yes, that is where we grow all kinds of fun, cool stuff, like the green and yellow and purple wax string beans, the lemon cucumbers, white strawberries.
Wow.
Yes, purple potatoes, all the fun stuff that people might not eat. So we grow it there, then take it, and we'll take it down to the farmer's market and do cooking demonstrations and give it away.
Okay. Now, Edna's going to love this when we're talking about tomatoes that you're working with the pepper.
Yes, I am growing to see if we can cross-pollinate tomatoes and peppers. One of the guys from NRCS, he said, "Have you tried that?" I said, "No." So he said, "Try it." So we planted some peppers and tomatoes together. We also have asparagus. We have white asparagus, we have green, we have purple. So we're hoping to see how that comes up.
How do you get the colors?
Well, the colors are nature.
Okay.
And if you eat them raw, they stay the same color, obviously. But if you cook them, the color kind like with the purple, it kind of comes off because it is just nature's
Right.
shade.
Blends together.
Yeah.
Now-
We had golden beets. Beets are one of my
Is
favorite.
that yellow?
Yes.
Beets is not my thing.
You can't say that now.
It is now.
So,
So, and I forgot to mention Buffalo Community.
yes, we now those are the ones that we initially talked to, and they are still planning. That's why they're next year,
Okay.
because they're still working on space. If one of those falls out, then we're looking at Cross Keys. Cross Keys has a huge, beautiful rec center,
Right.
and it's just space. And so, to get that space more used, we're looking at we might put a garden out there.
All right, that sounds great. Well, at least I tell you what, you've enlightened me on a lot of stuff here. It's very, very informative. I hope people just rush out to the farmer's market and buy this ice cream here too. Plus some vegetables and things too they got
Yes.
there. But you got to try these, folks. It was really good. And we thank you for coming out and sharing this with us. This is great. I really learned a lot.
Thank you.
And we'll hope to continue to let the country say, when they mention Union County, it says, that is the Garden State. On it.
Yes.
Put us on the map.
And I tell you what, we've got to go right now. And thank you again for being here with us.
Thank you.
And Edna for stepping in and trying some of this too. Well, I'm Jerry McKee, and stay tuned next Monday. We're going to be having Tammy Ann on and another guest. So we're going to talk about what do you need to sell your home and what do you need to buy a home and the financial part. So I'm Jerry McKee, and we will see you next week. Have a great evening.